Alrighty, Roo. So I think we are live for our second week of Q&A with Blitzwinger. So of course we're going to hang out for about half an hour. I know that I'm a little bit early today, about what, 12-ish, 11 minutes earlier than what I promised I would go live with, but I need to try to get the live stream done as fast as possible today because I got to make sure that I make it to the gym afterwards. So yeah, so I didn't want to miss that. So a little bit of an earlier start here, but I hope you guys understand. Either way, we still get to hang out. We still get to go on ahead and answer some questions, which should be fun. So, of course, you guys will be able to fire off some questions here today for this particular live stream. Don't forget, guys, priority will go to Super Chats, but I promise you guys that I will do my very, very, very best to try to read as many overall messages as I possibly can. So, thank you to each and every single one of you who is tuning in. We can talk a little bit about the Lego Movie 2 video game. You can see some gameplay on the channel already, which was stuff that was sent to me by Warner Brothers, the lovely folks from over there. So I was very, very, very stoked to be able to go on ahead and share that with you guys. And I am excited to say that I do have the game early, so I'm able to get a lot of videos done for you guys in time for a release date. So I need to figure out how to put the... I need to move the chat afterwards because it's annoying because the webcam is here, but then I have the chat here. I guess what I could do is just kind of, let me just flip some stuff around. Okay, cool. So what's going on, guys? How's it going, everybody? Jordan Felters, thank you so very much for being the very first person in the chat. Marsta OP Gaming, how are you doing? Bobby Piolo, King Airmon or Eamon, what's going on with you? Infinite Gamer, how are you doing? Miss Jordan B, how are you? Barbara Prowell. I also want to mention, don't forget, guys, if you want to support the channel, please consider using a supporter creator code Blitzwingers, 2 Z's in the Fortnite creator store or supporter creator shop. Also, another reminder here is that, for example, today I was live for 2 hours with myself and Gamer. We played a bunch of Fortnite matches. So if you don't want to miss out on future live streams, make sure to go to twitch.tv/Blitzwinger and hit that follow button. It's absolutely free, and that would be very highly appreciated. So with that all out of the way, let's rock and roll. Josh Gisbaro, thank you so very much for the first super chat of the day, getting the party started. Is that a Supreme avatar you have? I think it is, but why is it in black? Isn't it always red, or did they change their logo now? Hi, Blitz. Love your Harry Potter series. Well, thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Johnny Harper says, how are you? I'm doing very well. How are you? Yo, Blitz. Yo, what's going on, gamers? J2102. What's crack-a-lackin' with you? How are you doing, my friend? Dang it. I was doing a push-up and I feel like I messed something up in my wrist, but hopefully it's not the case. Aiden Foley coming through with another super chat. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Hey Blitz, think you'll play Battlefront 2 again? Yes, I'll probably stream some of it, so make sure you follow me on Twitch. Surdom 2023, what's up? How are you doing, dude? And what's up to Croc? Stickvids channel, thank you for enjoying the channel. I appreciate that. Zach the Gamer, how are you doing? How can we support? Well, you can just simply hit the like button. That'd be highly appreciated. And outside of that, if you are playing Fortnite and you'd like to support the channel there, please use support a creator code Blitzwingers, 2 Z's. Sam Plays, what's going on with you? Brian Schmidt, how are you doing? Wooden YT, what's going on? Hey Blitz, hey, hello to you too. Play Benny. What's Benny? B-E-N-I. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of that game. Will you play Anthem? I haven't heard good things about Anthem, so probably not. At least not until it gets like patched and becomes a better game. So most likely not until then. Hey, Robert Butler. Thank you so very much for the super chat. Love your vids. Thank you so very much for the support. Much, much appreciated, my friend. I do appreciate your support with that. Blitz, will you play Anthem? Just answer that. So hopefully that answers that question. Can you look on Instagram DM? I try to answer as many DMs as I can to keep up with. So if I haven't got to it, I apologize, but I'm trying. Are you happy? Yeah, absolutely. Why would I not be? I'm alive. I'm healthy. That's it. That's all that matters. The rest of it is all, to an extent, in your hands. Max, will you be playing some of the old Lego, I assume you wanted to say Lego, Marvel games once the bundle becomes available? Yes, I will. I'll definitely want to replay the first Marvel superheroes game. That's for sure. What's your Twitch name? It's just Blitzwinger, same as on here. When are you doing Arkham Knight again? Zach the Gamer, I'm going to finish... Arkham Asylum first, City, then Night. So we'll replay all of them. Typical. That was some Russian accent coming through there, folks. Typical genius. Thank you so very much for the super chat, Blitzwinger. I love you. Been watching you for years. Well, thanks for the support, my friend. I appreciate you. Mason Scherer says nothing. Okay. Well, Mason, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate the 2 buckaroos. I don't know what you wanted to say, if you had some sort of a comment there, but thanks. Do you like apples? Sure. Apples are pretty good. They're a good fruit. I don't know. That was a bit of a weird question, dude. Juju the Gamer says more anime games or RPG games. Well, I'm playing Jump Force. I just got really held up with other games. Plus, those loading screens in Jump Force are redonkulous. It takes so long to get through them. That's the biggest issue I have with Jump Force side of things. Case and Bamba, are you Cal? Honestly, guys, there's certain things that I'm not going to talk about on the channel, religion, politics, not because I don't have certain ideas about them or I would be able to articulate myself very well around them. It's genuinely just because there's so many other channels that you can go to. Just about every channel on YouTube at this point has expressed some sort of opinion, whether they are left, right, blue, green, white, whatever it is. So for me, this is the place to talk about video games. That's it. Like, we don't need to get serious about this, you know? So this is not the place nor the time. So if that's what you seek, there's 1,000 other channels you can go to. And there's been a lot of channels that used to be all about video games and things like that and now have converted about political and social commentary. So there you go. Which to me, I'll leave my opinions on that as well to myself. Mason, sure. At least on here. Mason, sure. Can you play Destiny on the channel? No, I played Destiny 2. I actually did enjoy Destiny 2, like the story, but then I fell out of it, so I wasn't a big fan. But thank you, Mason, for the double super chats. I appreciate the support. Bad Boy Guy 145 says, do you have any siblings? No, I do not. Where's Super Mario Party? Christian White, I got a couple more episodes recorded. I just need to export the footage. Lloyd does stuff. What happened to Blitzwatch, aka Overwatch plus Blitzwinger? I just fell out of playing Overwatch as a whole, so I was like, I can't possibly continue doing a whole channel for it. Robert Butler, thank you so very much for the super chat. And you say Marvel or DC? I would have to pick Marvel overall, but DC because of Batman, because I really like the for me, Batman, the reason why he's a great character is not even necessarily because of Batman per se. It's really because of the fact that he's got an incredible rogues gallery. So all of his other villains are really interesting to read about most of the time. And they give him interesting challenges as far as like you get physical challenges from like Bane and Killer Croc, a mental or like challenge that's a lot more about like overcoming mental, I guess, biases and things like that with pretty much the rest of them, I guess, like Two-Face, Riddler, Scarecrow, Joker, so, you know. And then you get just kind of like throwaway villains like Scarface or Penguin, so guys like that, you know. When are you going to play Fortnite next? Riley, I played Fortnite today for 2 hours. I played Fortnite yesterday for 2 hours, the day before for 2 hours. I've been doing that for 3 weeks going. You can go to twitch.tv/Blitzwinger. Make sure that you follow. That's free. If you want to subscribe, you can check out the previous streams and check that out. How'd you come up with your channel name? It was a combination of different things. So I'll just Transformer that I really like, and then another name that I had in mind. So it was kind of a combination of the two. So Blitzwing with an ER at the end. How are you doing today? I'm doing very well. How are you? How do you feel about Hytale? I still haven't seen anything for it. Sorry, that's a lie. I did see that trailer that Gamer shared. Like Gamer showed me. Dean, if you guys know him, Unlimited Magic. He told me like, hey, dude, you gotta check out Hytale. It's basically like the sequel to Minecraft. So I was like, okay, let's see what this is all about. And it looks interesting. We'll see. Hopefully, it's a good game, because again, the problem with anytime you do a channel where it's like, oh, okay, you try to play only, you know, up to rated T games, so it's like to avoid, you know, violence and gore and so on and so forth. The issue that you run into is that there's not a lot of those types of games coming out. So if Hytale is a good one, I'd love to see that, because obviously then it gives us some more games to play on the channel. So that'd be great. Hey, Blitz, I use your creator code. Well, thank you, Marsta. OP Gaming. That's why you get a shout out. Thank you for that. I appreciate your support. Will you play Banjo-Kazooie? I did play one of them, the first one, I think. So or wait, was it the first one? Yeah, it was. Or did we play the Xbox 360 version of the game? I don't remember. I played one of them. I think it was the first Banjo-Kazooie. It was part of that whole collection thing that they did where it was like 40 or 30 games on the Xbox. Christina Seif coming through with a whole bunch of smiley faces. What's up, what's up, what's up? DJ Broski NWT, I think is what it said. Something about tips for being a YouTuber. I would say you need to be very consistent. That's the number one thing you need to do. And in order to be consistent, most of the time, what that will require is most likely something that you enjoy. So whether it be a game that you like, you would cover, or a hobby that you enjoy, or heck, like again, like I said, for example, for me, my channel or this specific channel is about gaming. And then, for example, even when I started, I would swear on the channel and everything. And then I got a lot of complaints from parents and so on and so forth messaging me saying, hey, you play, let's say, a Lego game, or you play, even if it's a more like rated T for teen game, I'd like my kid to watch and not worry about the swear words and so on and so forth. So I was like, oh, you're right. You know, let me just pivot here and adjust that. So that's kind of how my channel slowly but surely morphed to where it is today. But it is based on gaming. So for me to suddenly now sit here and go on a giant tirade about race or religion or anything, like, you know, all these topics that everyone nowadays seems to have 1,000 opinions and feels like they need to express at any opportunity they can get, which sometimes deservedly so. This is just not the channel for that. So I would say if that's the topic that you're interested in, let's say if you are fascinated by politics or you're fascinated by discussing social issues and things like that, then you could make a channel about that. So if that's somewhere where your passion lies, you can express it through that. So there you go. Robert Butler, thank you so very much for another super chat. Apex or Fortnite? For me, it's Fortnite. I know that that's at this point an unpopular opinion, but all I say is that let's give it some time. You know, let's give it some time and see. Can you play Roblox, please? I always say I will at some point. I just honestly have not got around to it. I did download it once on the PC, like that whole launcher. And when I opened the launcher, it was so confusing. I was like, what in the heck are you supposed to do in here in order to actually get into like a mini game or anything? So from what I understand, it is available on Xbox. So I need to download it on Xbox because it probably runs a lot smoother there, or at least a lot more like the user interface is probably more simple. So, I'll probably do that at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. Galaxy Pro says, are you going to review the Omega that you posted on Insta? Possibly, I don't know. Would you want to see a review for that? How do you sub on Twitch? Infamous 04 Kid 1. Don't forget that subscribing on Twitch costs money. So if you don't want to support the channel that way, don't subscribe, obviously. What you want to do is called follow. So you just hit the follow button, and that's the same as subscribing on YouTube. So there you go. Can you play Rocket League? Yeah, that'd be fun. I actually would not mind doing a stream for Rocket League. That's one of those old school games that I, to this day, think is awesome. And I don't know necessarily why I don't play it, because there's just a lot of other games, I think. So that's all. Zach the Gamer says, can you please play Undertale? Yeah, possibly. I have heard great things about that game. Just never again got around to it. I hope TT Games makes a Dogman Lego game. I don't know what the heck that means. Are you even reading nice? What? Are you even reading nice? P3PO. I don't know what that means either. Hi, I'm Cube Life, aka Pune Bhatia. Remember me? Yes, I do. I do remember that name. Will you play with me on Fortnite? I will use your creator code. No, I'm not. I don't play right now with any subs or fans or anything like that. Once I have private lobbies, we'll do like matches where it's like 100 people join, and then we just do like a free-for-all battle, probably solos. Game Master, YOLOcraft. We've talked about it. Me and Gamer are just burned out on Minecraft right now, so for the time being, we don't have any interest at this point in time to do another Minecraft series. What do you think about the DCCW shows? I think most of them are quite good from what I understand. I haven't kept up with most of them. I've been trying to catch up on Flash because it's on Netflix, so I'm trying to get caught up on all of the Flash, which is proving to be easier said than done, just because it's like that show probably is much better to watch on a week-to-week basis instead of trying to binge it, because the episodes are kind of like a similar formula. You get kind of like the bad guy of the week. So to me, I just think that it's a little bit more refreshing to take a break between them. So I'm trying to get caught up on it, but I would say probably The Flash is my favorite out of those CW shows. Now, to be fair, again, I've never watched Supergirl, so maybe that I watch that and my opinion changes. But I have watched Arrow. I have watched Flash. I did watch 2 or 3 episodes of Legends of Tomorrow. I didn't like that at all. So yeah, I'd say Flash is the best one. Robin Pug 1 says, do you watch Umbrella Academy? I have watched the first episode. I thought it was pretty good. I haven't watched the rest of them yet. What do you think about Disney Infinity 4.0? I don't think that it's going to happen, but I'd love for it to happen. That'd be cool. Again, another game to play on the channel. That'd be fun. And plus, most of the Disney Infinity content was pretty good, so I wouldn't mind getting that again. It was just quite an expensive game to get into, right? Because you had to like buy the starter pack, then buy all the other figurines. So in that sense, it was really quite expensive to get into. Mason Schur, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a huge fan. You're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thanks a lot for saying that. I appreciate that, Mason, and I hope you understand that I have no interest to play Destiny, not because I think it's a bad game, just because I couldn't really keep up my interest with it. Please watch Predator. The new one, I actually have it. I haven't just got around to watching it. I tried to start watching it and then I fell asleep, which is not necessarily an indicator of how bad the movie is. It was just an indicator of how tired I was. But I don't know. It did not look all that great. So I hope it'll be good. Have you seen Dragon Ball Super Broly from Halo Gamer 555? Yes, me and Gamer watched that. It was pretty legit. I enjoyed it. Do you like the Pirates TGE Caribbean? I don't know what TGE is. I don't know what the TGE part. So I like some of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I'll tell you that much. And the Lego game was pretty good too. Can you play MK Mobile? Probably not. There's a lot of other games I'd like to play before I play that. How do you think Iron Man will die in Endgame? Sorry, hey, do you think Iron Man will die in Endgame or Captain America? Infinity Man asks. I think that Iron Man will probably be saying his goodbyes, so to speak, to the Marvel Universe. As unfortunate and sad as it will be. Skymic says, do you know Blitzwinger? No, don't know him. Never seen him, don't know him. Will you play Kingdom Hearts 3? It's E10. Yes, I do want to play Kingdom Hearts 3. The problem with the Kingdom Hearts 3 is that when I launch the game, right at the top corner, it says something like read before streaming or read before, something like that. So there's like this giant warning about like, don't publish this, blah, 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 blah. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm going back and forth with some folks who like on that end, on the publishing end, to figure out like, hey, am I allowed to upload videos of this or am I not allowed? So as soon as I have a clarification on that, I'll definitely play Kingdom Hearts 3 because I want to. And dude, it's like, again, it's a great looking game and it looks pretty promising. Let's put it that way. Again, I haven't played all those other Kingdom Hearts games, like the 100 and something divided by something else. There's just so many things that were constantly getting released for Kingdom Hearts, but this is finally Kingdom Hearts 3. I did play the first and the second one, and I enjoyed those games. So I'm hopeful that the third one is excellent. Please also stop with the sub to PewDiePie memeing because it stops other people from getting their questions from being answered by clogging up the chat. It's okay, dude. Just, Peter, it is what it is. It's impossible to contain. It's free marketing, I guess. There you go. Samurai's Hyper 67 6. Whoops, I messed up. Max, would you recommend the Lego Movie 2 game? I can't talk about it yet because I had to sign an NDA, so I'm only allowed to talk about it on the 26th of February at 12 PST, so 12 midnight PST, so that's 3 a.m. Eastern, so there you go. Who is your main in Smash Bros? Kirby, Bowser, and Captain Falco. We play Anthem on the Family Fortune channel. Again, like I said, I have a couple of friends who bought it and they said nothing particularly. I heard this is kind of the general notion that I've heard about the game. Some people said that it was awful, right? And then some people said that it really needs a lot of work and it can be good. But again, when I asked them, so is it good now? And they were like, nope. So there's so many other games that are great that I'd rather play first. Does that mean that I will never play Anthem? No, I just have no interest to check it out right now. God Noob says, you should play Dude Stop. It's a long game, good to live stream, and there's no swearing. I don't know what that is. I haven't heard of it, so I have no idea like if I can say yes or no to that right now. So it's just a matter of time. Loki or Thanos? Thanos. I think Thanos is a more interesting character. I think Loki used to be kind of an interesting villain and everything like that, but the problem with him is that he grew to be like a good guy, quote unquote, and again, he's not necessarily always a good guy outright. He's kind of like a anti-hero where sometimes he's a good guy, sometimes he's a bad guy, and for the most part he's looking out for himself and his own interests. And but I didn't really like that. I think he should have remained a villain. I just think that in general, it's like if you're going to establish a character as like the villain of that universe, they should remain a villain instead of kind of doing this like back and forth, because then they become far less menacing as a villain and they're not effective as a hero either. So you kind of don't get anything good out of that in my mind. So there you go. Have you seen Batman the Animated Series? Yeah, of course. I grew up on that show. It's awesome. Why'd you start making YouTube videos? At the time, it was a multitude of reasons. Like first and foremost, it's like a good way of like building up and sharing whatever hobby you're interested in. So if, let's say, I don't know, you like clay sculpting. That was like a random one that came to mind. So if you like sculpting and you start being like, hey, here's my sculptures and blah, 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 and then you share all that stuff. And then over time, it pivots and shifts and changes. Some people, it grows to be their careers and jobs. Some people, it just continues to be a hobby. Some people, they do it for a while, then they quit because they lose interest or for whatever reason, they don't have time and things like that. So a multitude of reasons. So for me, it really started just as a way to share like a hobby of gaming, and then afterwards it evolved over time into different things. Will you play the new Tomb Raider? There's a new Tomb Raider game. I guess that answers that question. It doesn't mean I won't, but maybe. I didn't even know that there's a new Tomb Raider game. Can you play Metro Exodus? Do you mean, Jelly Ninja? If that's the one you're talking about, I might play that. Fernando Antonio, thank you so very much for the compliment. I appreciate that. Play more Jump Force. By the way, what's your favorite character? In Jump Force, I haven't really played too many characters yet, so it's kind of tough to say. I think up until this point, Goku was pretty good because of that Kamehameha. It's like really easy to cast, so you're able to get damage out against your enemies pretty quickly. Yeah, I think Goku. But again, I haven't played like 95% of the characters, so it's kind of not really fair to say that. Are you on Instagram? Yes, Blitzwinger. So there you go. What's your TikTok account? I don't have one. Will you play Anthem on the Fama Potion channel? Already answered that. Jack Sparrow or Barbossa? Jack Sparrow. Again, he got a little annoying in some of the later movies, like, because again, his character never evolved. It was just like the same exact tone, the same exact shtick. So it would have been interesting if he kind of like evolved a little bit more and became more complex as a character. But even then, I think he's more entertaining on screen than Barbossa. And Barbossa is a pretty cool character too. Bad Boy Guy 145 says, what age did you start YouTube? I think 17. What question should I ask? I don't know, TLD. I guess that was your question, dude. What's your favorite Autobot? Hound is really cool. Optimus, obviously. So Optimus and Hound, probably. Oh, and what's the jet? Jetfire, right? Or is it Jet Flame? Jetfire, something like that. The giant spaceship guy. Or he was a spaceship in the RID, I think, series. Christina DuPont says, what do you think of the Captain Marvel trailer? Jeez, I really need to turn down this light. It's so freaking bright. It's like blinding me. Marsta, just like my future. Oh, I'm joking. Oh, I'm not, though. Marsta OP Gaming says, what did you say, Marsta? Do you have Snapchat? No, I don't have Snapchat either. Will you ever play WWE again? I have been playing some more WWE 2K19 on the Fan of Ocean channel. Is he streaming on Twitch? I'm not streaming right now on Twitch, but I did stream today, and I stream every day on Twitch. So twitch.tv/Blitzwinger if you want to see some Fortnite gameplay and so on and so forth. Frost in Austin says, that's a funny name, just rhymed perfectly. Will you do more Hello Neighbor? Yes, I will. I definitely want to try to get through. I don't know if you can even finish that game, but like try to get further than I did before. Mitt Bear, what would you call your son? I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't even thought about that. Do you like the recent Star Wars movie? The most recent one? So that would be what? The Last Jedi? Oh, yeah, I enjoyed it. Do you know Max? No, I don't know him. What do you think about The Last Jedi? Oh, okay, there we go. Ryan Jackson says, I enjoyed it. Again, I understand the dislike some people exemplified for it. I liked The Force Awakens better, but I thought it was still a good movie. There's a lot of cool, like that fight scene between Rey, what were they called? The Red Guards. The Red Guards, God, Crimson Guards? No. Or is that the old school Crimson Guards? Crimson Knights? What were the Red Guards called from Last Jedi, chat? So those guys, Rey and oh my gosh, why am I forgetting his name? The guy with the weird, like the new lightsaber shape. I don't remember the name of it now. The name of the actor, not. Wow, I feel so lame that I can't remember the dude's name. Whatever the name of the guy is. So that fight scene was pretty epic. In the not the Emperor. Oh my goodness, why am I like completely blanking on everything Star Wars right now? I can't remember. So there you go. I think you know what I'm talking about. Flex. No, I'm okay. Rex Gaming just says Blitz. Okay, cool. Thank you for saying that, I guess. Z-Bear, can I be noticed, please? No. Oh, wait, I guess you are. Kylo Ren, there we go. Holy, I don't know how I completely... Royal Guards and Kylo Ren and Rey. That fight was really, really cool. Are you excited for Shazam? It actually looks like it's going to be a pretty fun movie. Oh, Christina Dupont, thank you so very much for the super chat support. Much appreciated. All right, guys, I'm going to do about 5 more minutes of questions, and then we're going to call it a day. Would you guys want to see another one of these, by the way, next week? So I'm thinking of making it like a weekly Q&A type thing. You should get Snapchat. Now I'm good. It's just another time sync. Emperor Palp. And again, you also like when you get all these social medias, I try my best to reply to people, because then it's like, what's the point of just blasting out all this like, hey, look at me, look without interacting with anybody and like being able to answer some questions every now and again. So if I get that, I won't be able to keep up with all the other stuff that I'm already not keeping up with. I like that part in Star Wars. That's what I'm saying. Like that was a really sick scene. Like that entire fight sequence was really, really cool. Because that was like super modern design of like a combat and an action scene. Whereas a lot of, like I know people are going to absolutely despise me saying this, but some of the old fight scenes in some of the older Star Wars movies, it's like, they didn't age very well. Should oranges be blue? Okay. We will replay Portal and Portal 2. We might actually finish Portal 2, me and Gamer. So that's a possibility. Is Transformers dead? No. They just got a Bumblebee movie. They just there's new toys coming out all the time. There's is there still a cartoon for Transformers? I think there's a cartoon probably for Transformers. So if you account for all of that, the property might not be as popular as it used to be or like make as much money as it used to be, but it's still a massive property. So again, this whole idea of like, is blank dead is so ridiculous. Like there's so many people who look at Apex Legends now that it's out and it outperforms against Fortnite on Twitch, and they're like, oh, Fortnite's dead. And I'm like, are you like insane? Fortnite 2 weekends ago or whatever had 8 million players on Saturday. 8 million players. Like, most video games on this planet wish they could have 8 million concurrent players, including Apex. So it's nuts, the exaggerations that some people put out there. It's like, you gotta get a little bit educated before blurring stuff out, or you know, I guess not really. What's better, video games or pizza? Dang, that's a tough one, Tom. I don't even know how to answer that question. Yeah, that's tough. That's I don't know. That's like asking what's better, oxygen or water. Both are necessary for good life. Or for life. Can you play Apex Legends? Lucas, me and Gamer stream it sometimes on Twitch, so follow me there. Please play Transformers Forged to Fight. I don't know what that is. I'll need to check it out. Is that like a mobile game? If it is, then I probably won't play it. Have you watched the new Lego something movie, I would assume, maybe? Because I can't imagine anything else. So if it was the new Lego movie, yes, I did watch it. I thought it had some really clever writing, a lot of like great puns and a lot of stuff that would go completely over the heads of kids in most scenarios, whereas adults would catch it. So I think that's kind of the balance you have to strike with a good cartoon or like a good animated movie is to have things that are like it just because it's family friendly, it doesn't mean that it needs to be awful or completely boring or like really, really, really dumbed down for adults. It could still have creative writing and things like that. So I think they did a good job with that. Are you a real robot? No, just part-time. What's your favorite Lego video game? I'm going to make a list once I have played all of them. All right, guys, I'm going to take like 3 more questions. Are you my dad? Nope. Blitz, you're my hero. Thanks for saying that, Tom Gerard. I appreciate that. Iron Man or the Hulk? Iron Man. Actually, though, I've been reading, I just read the first volume of The Immortal Hulk. I thought it was on the table, so I was going to show it. That's a really good book. So I'm a big, big fan of the Hulk now after reading that. Tina, are you? No, I'm not. Are you a scroll? Again, yeah, part-time robot, part-time scroll. Play Destroy All Humans. Dude, that's an old school game right there. I remember that where you would run around in that like with the alien gun and the saucer. That was a funny game. They should make a new one of those. That would be fun. Favorite Batman movie? The Dark Knight. I love how I said I'm gonna read 3 more questions. I've already read like 10. All right, I'll do a couple more. Have you read many books? Yeah, last year I read 56 books, I think, total. That's not including comics or like fiction. So those are all nonfiction or history or autobiographies or something like that. What's your favorite streamer? I don't really watch anybody. Like, again, because it's what I do, I don't want to copy anyone or anything like that. So I try to avoid watching anybody in gaming or anything like that. Robert Butler, thank you so very much for the super chat. Bye. I love your vids and have a wonderful day. And that's a beautiful way for us to wrap things up. So speaking of which, I want to thank Robert Butler, Aiden Foley, Josh Gasbaro, Typical Genius, Mason, am I skipping somebody? No, Mason Schur, and Christina DuPont. Thank you guys so very much for your super chat support. Okay, Christina coming through with another super chat. So before I wrap it up, let's read this one as well. Christina DuPont, thank you so very much for the 2 buckaroos. What do you think of the Captain Marvel trailer? I didn't love the trailers. I'm not going to lie to you. I am about as excited for Captain Marvel as I was for Ant-Man, which doesn't mean that I'm not excited, but I'm not as excited for it as I am, for example, for something like Avengers Endgame. So, but there's not a lot of things I'm excited. I'm as excited as I am for Avengers Endgame. So hopefully it'll be good. Either way, thank you guys so very much for the support. Final question, would you guys want to see another one of these streams next Sunday so that we do basically like a 30-minute Q&A every Sunday? If that's the case, type in 1 in the chat right now. That would really help me out a ton. So let me know, and I'll wait a couple seconds, I guess, for that. So let me take a couple more questions. Have you ever had a girlfriend? Of course. Do you play scary games on Fanboy Potion? I play... Did we play anything scary on the Family Potion channel? Yes, we did. Resident Evil 7. So that, let me just check. I'll tell you for sure. I mean, you could check too, bro. Actually, yeah, you could check. You could check. Go to the Family Potion channel and just check. I think that might be the only scary game we played, actually. Yeah, that's the only horror game I played. To be fair, there aren't really that many like mainstream horror games. So there you go. I'll see you later. 1-on-1. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we'll do another live stream next weekend, like a Q&A one. But if you guys want to see some gameplay, if you want to see me playing Fortnite or Apex Legends or things like that, definitely go on ahead and follow me on Twitch. So twitch.tv/Blitzwinger. And if you follow there, you'll be notified of when we go live. Today, for example, we streamed for 2 hours, duo matches with gamers. So that was an absolute blast. Don't forget, guys, if you want to support the channel, hit that like button. You can support the channel furthermore if you are playing Fortnite in the Fortnite item store by using support a creator code The Blitzwingers, 2 Z's. And of course, have an absolutely fantastic day, guys. I will hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Oh, and until dawn, you're right. You're right, Pencil Point Gaming. You're the real MVP. We did play 2 horror games on the Family Potion channel. You are 100% correct. All right. Peace out, guys. I'll see you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.